I'm here today not just as the former FEMA administrator, but as someone who has spent my career in emergency management. And I have seen firsthand how disaster recovery intersects with the values that we all share: protecting the most vulnerable, building resilience from the ground up, and making sure government works for the people and not the other way around. FEMA has a very simple yet profound mission statement to help people before, during, and after disasters. But that mission is only as strong as the trust the public has in FEMA and the resources that they have to meet the moment. And so I know many of you, as you've heard already, are aware of the growing threats that FEMA is facing, especially in the form of efforts to eliminate or dismantle FEMA in its entirety. And while I think some of you may think it sounds like extreme rhetoric, it's becoming all too real. And it's a serious threat to the safety, the security, and the well-being of millions of Americans. This is an issue that should not just be a concern of FEMA. It should be a concern for all of us, because the consequences of losing FEMA or weakening its ability to function would be catastrophic. Disasters, they are no longer seasonal, they are not predictable, they are not isolated. They don't care about our politics or our differences. They hit every community, every demographic, and every part of our nation. That's why FEMA matters, not just in times of disaster, but in times of preparedness and in building resilience as well. And when many people think about FEMA, I think many of you in this room, your initial thoughts of FEMA, you think about an agency that shows up in the immediate hours and days after a hurricane or a wildfire, a tornado, or a flood. But it's important to remember that FEMA is not the primary first responder. States and locals have always had the responsibility to respond to and support their communities. FEMA is there to support these communities when these events exceed their capabilities. FEMA is a lifeline. And FEMA is what keeps communities from falling apart after the worst happens to them. So consider this. During my time as